You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the f*** is he talking about?
What is he talking about indeed? What's good, what's up? You know what it is, you know who it is. It's me, Mario, and welcome to the Appraise the Phrase show, Origins of Everyday Expressions, where we're here to do three things typically. Unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of common everyday phrases. Today a little bit different. Season 4, we here. Y'all ain't heard my voice in a long time, not in no authentic way. If you was paying attention, you was listening to the old episodes. Shame on you if you wasn't. I got my dog 20 in the building still. 20 was good, bro. You are muted. You are muted. It's at one.
It is. It's set one, bro. My bad, bro. It's at one. What's good? I'm ready. I'm ready.
My dog, man. It's good to see you, bro. I know you cut. You got the cut earlier during the tourney, but for the folks that don't pay attention to the tourney, they probably like, who is Mario? Done got. It's a new Unveil. It's a new Unveil.
Right? Exactly, bro. That's exactly what's going on right now. Nah, man. It's just for some reason it was just being like 100 degrees in Miami this time. So I was just like, yo, I can't even walk too old.
The some reason is climate change.
For some reason. The polar caps are melting for some reason. So it's like, I don't know what's going on, man.
My dog. It's so good to have you, man. So what we do in season episode 1 in season 4, we always gotta have a squad with us, the whole team. You see more people here today. We shoulder to shoulder. The room is packed. It's getting good. So I'm gonna go around and make sure everybody say what up and everybody learns what we about to do today. But first, let's meet the people behind all the wild shit that's about to happen. First, we heard from 20. I'm gonna start with one of my faves. She go by Fave from the great state of Michigan. Y'all know her on the Expression Appraisal Team. Of course, she back for season 4. Fave in the building. What's up, Fave?
What up, though? What's going on? Again, thank you for the invite. Glad to be back.
Hey, word. How you feeling? What's been going on without people being
Working
in your business?
and living, raising it, letting a little toddler run my life in my house, man. That's all.
What a beautiful running of the show she's doing. Growing up so well. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Of course. I got my dog. He's also muted, so I'm going to warn him. My dog Myron in the building. He's in the building. What up, though, bro?
What up, though? I'm a little bit more detail oriented than that. You don't have to remind me.
Oh my God!
20, you got me out here looking crazy, man.
Oh my God! Between the energy from the promo, the energy from Kendrick and them,
it's all about the energy.
Hey, what's going on? This is typical, but it's a little bit.
I'm just clowning, man.
Man, you good though, bro? You still out where you out at?
Yeah. Got a little bit more time, so I should be coming home this time next year, though. So,
word,
it's looking good.
Word, we can.
What is niggas in prison?
The bid.
Hey, it feel like that sometimes, though, man. Straight up.
Like, boy, y'all getting Detroit Lions, getting prison, boy. What you just this motherfucker?
Affiliate with criminals.
But exactly. Gotta go. Oh man, I love it, man. I love to have you here, bro. I'm gonna pull my dog now. D Lee, y'all seen him in season 2. You see them in season 3. Of course, you're seeing them in season 4. My man D Lee, Monarch Brand, Water Podcast, all the shit. What up, bro?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm honored to go from guest to squad. You feel me? 2-time guest to squad. So glad to be here, bro.
My dog. How you feeling, man? What life talking about for you?
Man, just working, creating when I can.
Yep.
Trying to keep that energy. But yeah, life is life. Just trying to play as hard as I work. You feel me? So.
Oh, okay, then play as hard. You say it enough, and it'll be on this show one day if you say it enough.
Right.
And last but certainly not least, I'm geeked to call out one of the homies, one of our proudest ATP connections on the Country Shit podcast. Did great on his pilot season 1 drop. We got Charsha from the show. I know y'all probably came for that. So here we go. Charsha, what's good?
What's up, man?
What's up, man? I gotta write that down, man. Why you be saying Maine like that? Tell them. Just in case they never watched the show, shame on them. Why you be saying Maine like that?
I'm from Memphis, you know. It's mine, this, mine, this. Everything.
There it is. Oh, I love it. This is what we about to do today, y'all. Now, before I get into the show for real, I got one more thing to say. We've been working, man, since season 3. We told y'all at the end of season 3 that we do that, and a lot of people say we working. Like, a lot of people say it, and what they mean is they're working on working, but we don't do that. So one of the things I'm super proud of, shout out to Fave again, because her sister and us, we put together something kind of cool, so we just want to make sure y'all know about it. The Unveil the Origin journals dropped before the season dropped. Mental health awareness, creative writing. So you know we had to do something with the reading, writing, and all that. You know how we get down. So go to appraiseappraise.com/shop for those, man. And get feedback. Let us know how you like them or don't like them. We got a few more things coming. And now that you see that when we say that it happens, be on the lookout. But we appreciate y'all, man. So today we are going to crown a season 3 GOAT Phrase champ. All right. So we do this every year outside of the first year. And we are here together to take it back into our hands. We gave the votes to the people. The people got us here. Now we got four phrases to crown a champ. 4 phrases. Me and 20, we are 18 minutes of gamers at this stage, vet. So we gonna make sure y'all are good, because he and I are putting it into y'all's hands, y'all folk. We'll tie break where we need to. We'll add commentary, add context, but y'all are choosing the champion of season 3 going into season 4. What you got for me, dog? What you about to say?
No, I was going to say, as long as it doesn't end up in Myron's hands, I think everything will be perfect. I think everything will be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it don't end up in Myron's hands, I think everything will be good, man. I'm looking forward to this episode. We about to have some fun, brother. We about to have some fun.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Word. Okay. So we had 16 phrases in season 3. And before that, we've had 2 champs. First champ, Cut to the Chase from season 1. Did not see that coming. I'm not going to hold you. Y'all go back to season 1, the lost episodes. We're going to get those up on YouTube soon, but every other podcast platform. Because it's some bangers on there. I didn't think Cut the Chase would do it, but now I love it. It's a goated champ. Season 2's champ, Ignorance is Bliss. Ignorance is Bliss. That's y'all gonna see a lot of Ignorance is Bliss stuff, because my dog's favorite phrase. Yeah,
that's I don't want to boost myself, but that one's the one that was my favorite from the beginning. I'll be honest with you. I'm good. I'm glad to see that it got through all the rubbish and came out victorious.
Absolutely. And now we got some more rubbish to get through in season 3. So let's jump into it. So this is how we're going to do it for the first thing. I'm just going to run down the matchups. I want y'all's opinion. I will call y'all out, but as you're thinking about it, just tell me how you feel. Because in round 1 this year, we had number 16, Silver Lining, take on the number 1 overall seed, Take It for Granted. All right. And Take It for Granted absolutely dominated Silver Lining. Unanimous on Twitter, IG, and TikTok. Everybody said Take It for Granted beat Silver Lining. Any arguments there? How y'all feel about that? Any I wish I coulda? Nah, I ain't think so. Next matchup, number 15, Customer is Always Right versus number 2, Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover. Another just straight knockout. Nobody touched. Nobody cared. Now, on the other hand, I rocked with the Customer is Always Right, even though it was 15, because of the principle that it comes from.
Right.
But I get why people want to fuck with it. We ain't here to talk about that shit, though. Third matchup, number 14, Sticks and Stones, ... versus number 3, Piece of Cake. And Sticks and Stones upset Piece of Cake 57%. And Twitter ended up choosing the winner. Y'all have any feelings about that upset? Sticks and Stones over Piece of Cake? Y'all with it? This is great. We're trusting the people. Matchup number, where we at? Matchup number 5. 5. Number 12, a bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush versus number 5, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts came out victorious, 67% unanimous on all platforms. Number 6, matchup 6, number 10, easy come, easy go versus number 7, speak of the devil. That actually tied. That was one of our few ties. People was rocking with both of those. And what we do as a rule, the higher ranked phrase moves on. So speak of the devil was 7 from the episodes. It beat easy come, easy go. Number 7, the 7th matchup was, I can't find it. Number 11, the ends justify the means versus number 6, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers was 67%. I feel like that's the one that, like, you know, it's always a series in the playoffs where you like, hurry up. Whoever wins, wins. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I didn't care, but I ain't had none of the players on that one. I ain't got none of their jerseys. That shit. Next matchup, your gift shall make room for you. Number 9 versus number 8. How you do one thing is how you do everything. D-Lee's episode from last year. Your gift shall make room for you. 57%. IG chose the winner. It must be more church folk on IG than on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And then we got number 13, what goes around comes around versus number 4, knock on wood. Myron was on the episode. And what goes around comes around, 57%. All right. And it was tied on Twitter and IG pushed it through. So that's how we got to round 2. Then for round 2, number 14, sticks and stones versus number 1, take it for granted. Take it for granted, still doing what it do. Unanimous on IG, but on Twitter was kind of split, 59%. It only won by 59%. In round 2. The next matchup was your gift shall make room for you versus don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover, again, unanimous, 77%. Matchup 3 in round 2, what goes around comes around versus the thought that counts. What goes around comes around won unanimously, and I was shocked by that, to be totally honest. I thought it's the thought that counts. People like really pay attention to shit like that, right?
Yo, you know what be surprising us? Because we don't think too many people are like actually buying into it. And then when they actually like buy into it, you be like, oh, okay, that's good to know that they actually have an opinion that's like kind of like different, because sometimes we don't hear them too much. It's just hearing each other's opinion. And it's like when you finally see like, oh, these people are actually paying attention to what we're saying. It's like, oh, that's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope, right? Because they all the ones I thought off first glance. That's how I look at the tournament. Like off first glance, I'm choosing the one I'm more familiar with. Boop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
whatever one get me to the next post. Boop. You know what I'm saying? Get me to the next goddamn post. And then Speak of the Devil, number 7 versus Beggars Can't Be Choosers. And Speak of the Devil won 69%. It was actually tied on IG, but Twitter really was fucking with Speak of the Devil. And that's how we got to today. Our top 4 phrases are number 2, don't judge a book by its cover, versus number 7, Speak of the Devil. That's the first matchup y'all got to take care of. And then the second matchup is number 1, take it for granted. So the number 1 seed still alive, number 2 seed still alive. Versus number 13, what goes around comes around. All right. So this is how we're going to get into it, man. First, I added a new button this year. Don't roll your eyes, dog. So let's get into the meaning of the phrases to help us name it. Hold on.
In the 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase.
Yeah, I ain't got 8 bars. I ain't got 8 bars to wait, but here come we gonna explain them. Here we go. All right, so this is what we about to do, y'all. This is just, you know what I'm saying, free thought, free thinking. I will call y'all out. Me and 20 are sitting back. We will interject where necessary, but we're gonna go meaning for meaning, okay? Which meaning for y'all hits harder based on like how y'all rock with the phrase. Okay, so first we're gonna start with the number 2 versus number 7 matchup. Let's do this. Let's start with Fave. Let's go Fave, Charsha, Myron, D-Lee. Let's just keep it formal. All right. Let's go number 2. Don't judge a book by its cover. Dictionary. I went with dictionary.com's because each episode has a couple. I went with dictionary.com's and it says, don't judge the value of a thing simply by its appearance. That's how dictionary.com defines don't judge a book by its cover. Now, Merriam-Webster's, the goddamn brand, the big boss brand, says speak of the devil is defined to say it's used in speech to say that someone has been talking about has unexpectedly appeared. Okay, here we go. Fave, which one out of those, and I'm willing to repeat, which one out of those 2 hit harder based on their definition and how you rock with the phrase?
I think I'm going to go with don't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the one I use the most. Like when people say "speak of the devil," I don't know. It don't really mean it's not as heavily weighted as "don't judge a book by its cover." That means something, right?
It
So
do.
yeah, it means a little bit. Got a little heaviness, little weightiness to it, if you will. So I'm gonna go with that one. Just off the strength.
That one you got to check that bag. That bag. Put that one on the scale. I got you. Work.
Exactly.
All right. Don't just look about color Fave. All right, Charsha, where you at? Which one? Which meaning hits harder?
Speak of the damn devil.
Yeah. Here come region wars. We back. We can't do nothing. Why though? Why?
I'm just saying, being from the South, you talking shit and talking about speak of the damn devil, and then there you go, boom.
Right.
Because I judge books by their cover, so I never was really.
That was my kind of
my thing. A crackhead is a crackhead. I ain't got to see that. I mean, it is what it is.
You don't care about. You don't care about the person behind the crack.
No, I ain't got time for that. You presented yourself this way, so judge. Now, speaking of the devil, you didn't piss me off when you walked in this room. Oh, I was just talking about you. So speaking of the devil, that's the one I'm rocking with.
Gotcha. I like it. Here we go. All right.
Hey, listen, it sounds like she fucked with both of them. Be honest with you.
For real.
Okay, so she calling the crackhead, and then the crackhead appear. Then it's both of them.
There go that goddamn.
I mean, it could be Uchawala or one mic. It don't matter.
Real.
Heard that reference.
Heard. Myron, what you got? Oh, go ahead, D-Lee.
I feel like somehow Franklin Saint just caught a stray. Like, I know he wanted a crackhead, but then when you see the end result versus like who he was, he like, damn, bro, I did all this shit though. I was up 73 mil. You just gonna look at me for what I am now?
We talking about what is, not what was, and right now you a crackhead.
And he's judged.
He's judged.
Judged. Myron, what's your vote? Which meaning hit harder?
I'm going with don't judge a book.
Okay.
I just that seems like more real life applicability for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just how life is, right? Although people who are real subtle with their talents or their gifts or whatever, they might get perceived one way, but then they pop out and they show a nigga, right?
Oh,
surprise them with.
He is not paying us, by the way, y'all. Like, we're getting no ducats from Kendrick Lamar. Anyways, go ahead. Yet.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Word. Okay, D-Lee, you actually have an opportunity to seal this deal, or me and 20 have to tie break. Which one you going with the me?
I'm gonna resist my urge to be a contrarian here and make it interesting. But so for real though, if we go in definition for definition, I gotta go don't judge a book, just because like when I hear the definition for speak of the devil, like as a phrase, maybe differently, but when I hear the definition, it leaves something to be desired. I'm just like, oh, thanks. Like, I don't know what to do with that, but thanks. Like I learned nothing new from the definition that I knew from the phrase already. You know what I mean? So strictly off the definition, I'm gonna go don't judge a book.
Word. All right. So don't judge a book. Got right now is up.
So I'm the only controversial person right now.
Just right now. Because the next thing we're going to do, we got origin for origin. So now put that aside. Do your best to put that aside. Let's talk about like which one you like, where it came from. Which one you rocking with better. So let me go quickly. I'm going to start with Speak of the Devil. Okay, so Speak of the Devil was first printed in Giovanni Torriani's Italian thing, Piazza Universale. Okay, and he said the English say talk of the devil and he's presently at your elbow. That's what it used to be. Devil at your elbow. Talk of him and he'll be presently at your elbow. Okay, and then in 1672, my dog, I reference this a lot, it was printed in William Hazlitt's Cataplus, a mock poem, and he was making fun of who you think he was making fun of, 20? You remember?
Oh, you already know Big Bill.
Big Bill. Everybody
Big
hated
Billy.
my dog.
Nobody liked Billy, bro.
Nobody fuck with
Billy
William
Shake.
Shakespeare.
Nobody fuck with Billy Shake, boy. Nobody, dog.
Fucking with him, bro. So William Hazlitt in Cataplus said, talk of the devil and you'll see his horns. Okay, so that's now we getting a little bit more like threatening, right? First the nigga at your elbow, then he'll see his horns. Now remember, he's mocking this. He's mocking like this theory though. Because he really felt like you could say that all you want, nothing happening. You really, like, that's how he meant. So he even went on to write a book called On the Pleasure of Hating, where he believes that hatred is chief among all the emotions of human activity. Hazlitt argued that hatred has been and is going to be a constant throughout history because the pleasure that people get from hating.
It feels so good.
That is the origin of Speak of the Devil and how it got popularized. One of the people that helped popularize it wrote a book on hating feels so good. Okay? Okay? Digest that for a second. Don't judge a book by its cover's origin. It actually originated from another novel called The Meal by the Floss. In the novel, the character Mr. Tulliver uses a phrase discussing Daniel Defoe's history of the devil, how it was beautifully bound. So how it was actually built. And so here's the excerpt. Maggie looked hurt and discouraged while her father said, "Why, it's one old books I bought at Patriot's sale. They was all bound alike. It's a good binding, you see, and I thought they'd be all good books. There's Jeremy Taylor's Holy Living, blah, blah, blah." And then he went on to say, "And there's a lot more sermons mostly, I think, but they all got the same covers. And I thought they were all one sample, as they may say, but it seems one must judge by the outside. This is a puzzling world." So the origin actually comes from another novel where a guy buys his young daughter books, and some of these books are age inappropriate, but they was bound beautifully. How they were made were all similar. So he's like, it must be a good book to get my daughter because they all made the same. So it actually is not look, and actually how it's made is the origin. All right, reverse order. Daniel, origin for origin. Which one you going with?
It's actually tough. The origin makes it tough. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll kick it off. I will say, if I had an affinity for some hater shit, then
you do.
The answer would be obvious.
You do. That's what he said.
The only even reason you mentioned that you might is because you do. Which one you going with, my bad, G?
I'm still sticking with. I'm staying consistent right now.
So you going?
I like the Don't Judge a Book still.
Got it. Okay, one for Don't Judge a Book by its cover. All right, Myron, which one? Origin for origin. Which one you got better?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Don't Judge a Book. The origin pretty much reinforced what I already felt about it. It kind of lines up with the definition as well for me. So
that's you really don't. You're saying your ethos is you don't judge book by the cover. That's what you're saying.
I feel like I'm not an idiot, and I think only idiots judge books by the cover.
Oh my gosh! Hey man,
wouldn't be people.
I just feel like you get back stateside, brother. Because
I'm just saying, man, I just feel like that's a lost way of life. You look at something, you make an immediate assumption on it. You kind of set yourself up. So it's kind of, I think that's the opposite way you should live. So
opposite. Okay, I actually respect.
I mean, haters, they enjoy judging books by their cover, but you know what I'm saying. But that's how they.
I don't know what's bro. I don't know what's happening. I promise you, G. I don't know. Dub. I gotta call him Dub. I call him Dub off the air, y'all.
I know you said we're supposed to sit back this episode, but
I did not mean to set you up like that. Charsha, which ones you choosing? Origin for origin.
I'm still sticking with Speak of the Devil.
Well, what about that origin is better?
It's just hate makes the world go round. Sometimes it's needed, it's necessary. So Kendra said, "I hate the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress." So I'm here for it. No, seriously, I mean, you need a healthy dose of everything, right? So I like it.
Word. Hell yeah. Fave, where you at? 2-1.
I'm finna shake it up a little bit. I like the origin for origin. Speak of the devil. The one with the L, you said speak of the devil, and then he show up at your elbow. That got a little spooky factor to it. I love it. Get me a little bit. I'm not with it. Yeah, that's right with it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so 1 for 1. We actually don't have to tie break this from 20 right now. Okay. Because here we go. Now that we got that out, so it's tied right now. Is Wade? It's not unanimous right now. So it's gonna take this one last thing that we got. Each of y'all got a minute. To state your case. Make your choice and state your case. You can be and wait till the end of the minute, or you can let us know at the top of the minute, but you got a minute to tell us what you're choosing as the winner in the actual matchup, all things considered, and why. You got a minute. I'm going to start with Myron. Here we go, Myron. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we
I'm
go.
going with Don't Judge a Book.
What?
Hey, look, man, don't judge a book. I'm going with Don't Judge a Book, man. I'm sticking to my guns.
Why?
I feel like that's the wrong way to live life, right? I feel like anybody that knows anything about life or trying to do anything in life, they're not going to look at something and make an immediate judgment without trying to do some type of investigation. So I feel like, yeah, it's not necessarily my ethos, but I feel like it should be a ethos for all adults, especially black people. We're the proverbial books being judged by our covers, right? So I don't know. That's just me with it. That's all I got to say on that.
Oh, that's what you're doing? That's what you're doing? Because I got that. That's what you're doing?
Minister Jones over here, Minister.
I know. Hey, I think you also can't wait to get back stateside. Okay, I hear you. I won't add nothing to the end 20. We'll hold ours. All right. Fave, let's get it. You ready?
I'm gonna stick with Don't Judge a Book by its cover. I like the origin, even though I picked the Speak of the Devil origin. I like the origin because they were talking about literal bound books and how they look good on the outside, but the inside might be trash. I know a lot of people like that. I know folks that look decent on the outside, like, oh, they seem cool, but then they terrible, horrible ass people. And so, that's another reason to not judge a book by its cover.
Man, let's go. I'm with that. So we up two. I'm going to go Charsha here. Just in case. I'm going to go Charsha. You ready?
I'm just gonna stick to my guns and say Speak of the Devil. The origin is dope. It's giving a little voodoo. I'm not as morally encompassed as you all are. And I don't care. It is what it is. But again, being, like I said, from the South, it's just something we always say. And Speak of the Devil. Good or the bad. I'm here.
Boom. I love it. Word. D. Lee. Tie break. Not tie break. Set the tie or name the winner. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't dislike Speak of the Devil. It just doesn't do anything for me. Like, it just kind of is like a communion wafer or something. You feel me? Like, it just kind of it's kind of there. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. But kind of to Fave's point, Don't Judge a Book by its cover can go two different ways. You might be able to judge something that looks good on the outside, but doesn't hold up inside, and vice versa. And so, from a phrase standpoint, I like the depth that it offers. Is quick and efficient, and so I gotta go with that.
All right, cool. So, moving on to the championship. Don't judge a book by its cover. All right, 20. Now we got one name. Where you at, bruh? What's your take on that moving to the next round, man?
No, like if y'all go back and see, man, I was an advocate of, don't judge a book by its cover just because of the longevity, just because of how popular it is. I think it's one of the most popular ones we've had in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And it that has nothing to do with how people actually feel. That's just like, I think more people will acknowledge that over Speak of the Devil.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's it. Sounds about right, man. I really felt like this was going to be one of the ones in the finals, if not champion.
Where you did say that we could dig it up. If I had the time, I'd pull up the footage, but I don't. I'm actually with Charsha on this one, and I go all things considered for this pick. This was probably one of my sleeper picks. I get what y'all mean. It is not as popular as Don't Judge a Book by its cover. It's not as impactful because of that. But it is what I'm saying is cultural, whether it's region or ethnicity. Because I have heard white people say it. Don't get me wrong. I think when white people say it, it's a little bit less sincere. I think when black people say it, they mean what they mean in terms of I'm glad you here and I didn't think you was gonna be here, or I'm glad I talked you up, or I am very, very upset that I just talked your ass up in here. I'm very mad. So I like that part about it. But the thing that actually like makes me rock with it is because William Hazlitt is not lying. And I believe he's not lying. I believe that he's a troll. First of all, when you look him up, he's a troll. He does this shit. But when he wrote this trolling ass On the Pleasure of Hating book, he meant that from the bottom of his hating ass soul, because he watched people retaliate with hate from his hate with hate. Nobody took the high road with my dog. So I'm thinking the dude that helped make Speak of the Devil popular, being a man that like I think captured one of the universal truths, which for whatever reason like shit pops when hatred is involved a little bit more and quicker than when love is involved. I'm like, one of the things I tweet that I want to tweet daily, but I don't really be on it, is like, have you proven William Hazlitt right today? And the answer is probably yes. You probably hated on something. Probably hating on something right now. So, but I'm not mad at Don't Judge a Book by its cover, because it does have the dual meaning, and because there's something else to think about when it turns to, it could be look like how the book is designed on the picture of it, or how it's made. So it could be like, Don't Judge a Book by its cover, this nigga got cool, dope little clothes on, or, oh, he looks well kept. He looks like his life is together. So those are two different by its covers that, are different. Word. Okay. But Don't Judge a Book by its cover is about to face off with this next matchup. We're going to go meaning for meaning again.
And in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase.
I don't have 8 bars for you. We got number 1, Take It for Granted versus What Goes Around Comes Around. All right, so Take It for Granted. I went dictionary.com again. There's 2 definitions for Take It for Granted. One is to assume that something is true without questioning it. So like you don't even question whether it's true, okay? Or to fail to properly appreciate someone or something, especially as a result of over familiarity. Okay, that's dictionary.com's definition of Take It for Granted. 2, dos. And then What Goes Around Comes Around, I went with Merriam-Webster again, to say that they say what goes around comes around means if someone treats other people badly, he or she will eventually be treated badly by someone else. Okay, going in reverse order again for the meanings. Let's go D. Lee first. What are you thinking? Meaning versus meaning. Who got the better connection? Which one is harder?
I am I'm gonna be consistent with how I have been in the season 2, season 3 episodes, where I try to go with what's most like universally true.
Yeah.
And when I think about what goes around comes around, the bad guys be winning sometime, bro. Like it don't happen in movies, but in real life, the bad guys be winning. And so, like, we're not here in the afterlife. We don't know, what's gonna happen at the end of this shit, But as it pertains to their life to death, the bad guys be winning. They be winning. Like our next president, it might not ever come around for him if he ends up winning again. You know what I mean?
Real.
So I gotta go. I'm eliminating that one.
Okay, so you're going Take It for Granted off the strength that what goes around comes around as a definition ain't even hitting in the real world.
It's not factually correct to me.
Oh man.
Can I give an example of what goes around comes around?
Absolutely.
Because earlier in the show, Myron was saying how meticulous he was about him being on mute and how he won't make the mistake of saying something on mute. But 2 seconds ago, he just made a mistake by trying to say something that he was on mute. And he was on mute.
What? No. That was a mistake. I know I'm on mute.
He's about to take it around again. He's about to take it right now.
No, I'm making commentary to myself without cutting D. Lee off. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm on mute.
Okay, that's excellent. Beyonce would be proud. Beyonce.
See, that's that hate shit, man.
Shit, Hazard would be proud too. Shit.
It felt good. I know that.
Stay off mute. Stay off mute.
Shit felt good.
Stay off mute. Which one you going? Meaning for meaning, Myron. Which one? Deaf for deaf.
To D. Lee's point, I'm automatically eliminating what goes around comes around also, but that's because, well, pretty much for the same reason. I don't really believe that's actually factually true, but more to it. Take It for Granted, I feel like is something we all can relate to. I feel like we've all taken something for granted, whether it be your own mortality with getting old, or you might have lost a parent or something like that. I have a couple examples like that in my life. So definitely take for granted hits harder for me, and goes around comes around is just complete bullshit in my opinion. So
excellent, excellent, Charsha.
I'm gonna go with what goes around comes around.
What's going on?
They ass whooped by lightning. So a lot of times the way people give it out, they might not get it back that way, and you may not be a witness to it, but do know it's something that's on their ass and getting at them. So I know this from personal experience. It may not happen that day, that hour, within that decade, but do know it's gonna come back. So
hit that
what goes
church
around
organ.
definitely comes around.
Yeah.
Just my personal experience. You know.
Dun, hit that church organ. You know how they when the pastor really going. You hit all them keys. You hitting that shit. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
That old organ.
Babe.
I got to agree with my good sis on this one. What goes around gonna come around. It might don't be immediate, but I don't think you gonna leave this life unscathed. If you keep putting out bullshit, bullshit gonna come to you. And on the adverse, if you put out good gonna come to you. I just think that to be the truth. I don't know about facts, because the other two brothers was going based on facts. I don't know if that's a fact, but I've seen it. If you put out bullshit, if that's all you do is put out bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna get back to you. It might not be upfront, it might not be quick, but next time I see you, you're gonna be reaping the benefits of the bullshit you put out in the atmosphere.
Can I ask a question real quick? Not to draw this out.
No, you can draw it out.
But in y'all's opinion, right? Can karma, or what goes around comes around, coexist with religiousness?
What do you mean can coexist?
Can it coexist? Because what we're talking about, if I do good, good will come back, and if I do bad, bad should come back. But if I also believe in the Most High, right? If I do good, the Most High is blessing me. But if I do bad, I got a one-way ticket to hell. So is it both? Is it just one? I'm just trying to understand how we feel about that.
I thought you was gonna go a different direction with that. May I, or do y'all want to jump in with an answer to the brother?
I feel like that's a religious principle as well. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Yeah. No, I'm there with you. Like, whether it's you believe in karma, Jesus, Buddha, if you believe in praying in the universe, witchcraft, wizardry, everybody has that same golden rule. You can put that up there with doing to others as you were doing it to yourself. So if you put good stuff out there, good stuff will come back. Do bad shit will come back. It just is what it is. It don't matter what angle you're coming at.
Y'all didn't hear her say wizardry.
On some Harry Potter shit. For real, no, I'm with her though.
You're right.
I'm with her.
You're wizardry. That's real.
Oh, you are my favorite. Like I just
that is, like we wouldn't have got that word in here without. We wouldn't have got that word in here without.
Today, okay?
That's real. I love it. That was actually good catch. All right, no, I got on top of that, like I'm with both of y'all on that, right? Like I'm with both of y'all. Like,
Myron's question yet.
Yeah, like I think they're interconnected. I think that they're actually spiritual. It's a spiritually influenced phrase. I don't think you can make it. It's hard to make it like you said, factual or tangible or. There's another word I was trying to find, but I can't find it. Where like if you think that if I ever do one bad, I will get all bad. That to me don't even match up with the actual principle, because it's, I think, equal balance. And so like we talk about, I ain't gonna talk about DT, my dog DT. He ain't my dog, my bad, y'all. Because they'll get me on the sound bite. They will get me. He said he was his dog. In their culture, that means they are good friends. But like you talk about, like the wealthy, some of the billionaires, Elon, let's say. I think there's something he's doing that generates the wealth. I think that he also will get, like, I don't think he's unscathed. I just think he got some wealth. Like when you're wealthy, you can be very scathed. You can be the scathiest because you have space to recover, bounce back, even privately. So like that's where I take it to add to like your thought, Myron. Like one, I think it is specifically religious or religiously influenced or spiritually influenced. They have to coexist because it requires you to not see it. It requires you to not see the shit that hit them. You feel me? All right. Meaning for meaning is tied. Nothing going. No motion. Origin for origin. Number 13. What goes around comes around. This is one of my favorite origins, man. One of my favorites. So it was first documented in the book, the 1962 book, Burn, Killer, Burn, which is a semi-autobiographical novel written by Paul Crump. Wait a minute now. Paul Crump. I'm not. I'm not. So Crump served 39 years in prison for killing a security guard in an armed robbery of a Chicago meatpacking plant in 1953. His 4 accomplices received prison sentences, but Crump was sentenced to die in an electric chair and had 15 execution dates before Louis Nizer took on his case, and the sentence was commuted to 199 years by Governor Otto Kerner, and he was paroled in 93. But what goes around comes around because he returned to prison after being convicted of harassing a family member and violating an order of protection. His novel, Burn, Killer, Burn, it was published by Black-owned Johnson Publishing Company in 1962. So they did Ebony and all them. So Paul Crump is black, y'all. We discovered this. We didn't look in the first episode. Paul Crump is a black man who was supported by this black company. I think his lawyer was likely black. Got out of jail. The man that coin, what goes around comes around, wrote it because of his life. And in the book, it's basically like negative. He's like, okay, you're going to get yours, sucker, like the dude in the book says it. Yeah. And he wrote this, Paul Crump, gets out of jail, and then goes back to jail.
Like beating the electric chair, the gas chair. He beat all that. Like he beat all that. Beat 199 years. Got out in 1993, right before Cash Money was taking over.
Yes, a little bit before.
He probably went back to jail right before they took over.
Right, he started taking over. The man that wrote Coin will go. I just want to emphasize that that's the origin of that phrase. Okay, now take it for granted. Let's take it back. We're going a long ways back with Take It for Granted. So it began in the 1300s. Take It for Granted is old. And it actually goes back to how we use the word grant. And it's different than how we use it today. So grant actually came to admit to be true or to acknowledge. Okay, so it's not actually like a permission like we know it today. In the 1300s, it was just to acknowledge it to be true. When you grant something, like you just assume it to be true, you admit it to be true, or you acknowledge that it exists. Right? And then it jumped into the 60s. Taken for granted became negative. Okay? Implying someone was assuming something without or not in evidence. So the first negative connotation of taking for granted was just believing somebody or believing something without any evidence. It wasn't even like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, damn, you take that for granted, bro. Like, you're not even going to look that up. You're just going to take it for granted like that. And then in the 1800s, the expression taken for granted began to mean a sense of assuming that someone or something would exhibit certain qualities without express instructions. So in the 1800s, taken for granted then turned into, oh, you just assume these qualities to be true without knowing that they're true or seeing them in action or knowing how it works. You just assume that's how these this is what that person should be. This is what you know what I'm saying? And then it didn't, not till the 19th century where the idea of things taken for granted. So it took all the way to the 1900s before we started to say you are taking your job for granted. You're taking sleep, like your ability to get sleep for granted. To 1900s, 19th century, to the 20th, you know, and in the 20th century, people began being taken for granted. In the we just now got to taking people for granted as a whole in the 20th century, to assume that the qualities of certain people or things without thanks though. So it's not as much about without acknowledgement. To take it for granted once it hit the 20th century and with people is you just do it without thanks. So my example on the episode was like, you don't even thank the janitor, you don't thank the cashier, you don't thank those people. You just take them for granted. They're supposed to do that. You don't even thank those people. You know what I'm saying? So the taking for granted in terms of lack of acknowledgement to people is the newest form of that. We're in the thick of that one. That's relatively new. Okay, so boom. Starting with Fave. I know. These origins kind of decent. Starting with Fave. Origin for origin. Which one you going with?
I am going to go with the ironic ass what goes around comes around. I love the irony in the origin. And also, take it for granted, the first definition, I don't even use it in that context. And I don't think very many people do. Like you said, that's old school. We more familiar with the second definition. So I'm gonna rock with what goes around comes around.
Excellent.
Just off the irony alone. Cause my man, the crook got free and then his ugly ass back.
We looked up how he looked to the way it was either he was robbing banks or he was like what was the jazz
aspiring, talented, but he just won't stop robbing the damn.
But he just won't stop robbing. Like he had a career in playing jazz music, but he just won't stop playing. Like he looks like one of those jazz niggas from back in the day. Like I swear.
So you were judging the book by the cover. He looked like
no.
Okay.
What happened?
She said, so you was judging that book by its cover, that Paul.
Oh yeah, I definitely was. We judged the hell out of it until we read that whole book. Until we read that whole goddamn book, we were judging the hell out of that name, bro. Oh, bro.
I love that, man. Yes. I will reserve my thoughts, but me and Fave. Charsha, where you at with it? Which one? Origin for origin.
I'm gonna pick my Fave because I don't the second phrase I really don't too much use anyway. But the fact that this man had got away with so much and it took that much to put him back in jail.
Bad
bad form, but also amazing for the phrase.
So yeah.
Word, Myron, where you at?
Based on origin, I'm going with what goes around comes around. That's one hell of a origin story, man. You couldn't script that any better than that. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Plus that take it for granted, all the different changes. That don't apply other than the newer way we say it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with what goes around comes around on this one.
Got you, D. Lee.
It's gonna be a clean sweep with this one because from an entertainment perspective, you can do so much with the origin of what goes around comes around. You can have a music video with Ron Osley in it. You feel me? You can have a limited series. You know what I mean? Like you could do so much with that. That would stretch and would still hit. You know what I mean? But with take for granted, like Mario, you did a really good job of explaining it. You explained it as good as it could be explained, but it was hard to get through. Like just the origin of it, like. You know the video with a girl like tomato. It was like, get on with this fucking like origin because it took too long to get there. You know what I mean? Like to the point where we are now, like it's like, damn, it took 800 years of that shit to get there. so it's what goes around comes around for me.
That's real. Okay, clean sweep. I don't think we need no minute. So 20. Give me your thoughts. What goes around comes around. Overtake it for granted. Wait, I do have to get official picks. I can't go meeting for meeting. These minutes might be quick, but I'm gonna get official picks. I can't go. D. Lee, I'm starting with you. It can be 10 seconds, my brother, if you want, but I'm pressing the button. Make your choice.
So for overall, if we're still going phrase for phrase, when you define something, it just has to be universally true. You know, like if you're holding something, like a definition is like source material from which you write other things. You write a paper based off of the words that you get from a definition. And like regardless of his origin, regardless of whatever what goes around comes around may come from. What's the population right now? 8 billion people. If it applies to 7 billion, 7.9 billion, then it's not true because it has to be universally true for everybody. Therefore, I gotta go and take for granted.
Oh, okay. Stop. Okay, sorry. The buttons is episode 1 for the buttons too. Dog. Okay. All right, Myron, you ready? Go.
Yep. I'm just trying to think what the best matchup is going to be for the championship, honestly, right now, because what goes around comes around. That origin again, I love it. I love it a lot, like dead ass. But take for granted is the one that is more relatable, and I'm with D-Lee a little bit on that factually true thing he was saying. However, I think the best matchup is going to be what goes around comes around versus judging a book by its cover. So I'm gonna go with what goes around comes around.
My man took the Adam Silver route. I feel it. He said, "What's good for TV?"
Yeah, what's good
I fuck
for
with
TV?
it. I was like, "This is my job. I'm just a guy."
I'm like, what the hell
Send
is
Chris
going on?
Paul's ass back.
You know what's so funny? Like if Fave and Charsha picked the other one and leave this nigga.
Done. You tried. That was that LeBron versus Kobe puppets. Y'all tried. He ain't make it though. It's the Magic. Y'all gonna watch the Magic play the Lakers, y'all. All right. Charsha, let's go.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and go with what goes around comes around. I like the origin. I like the phrase. Take for granted. I really don't take stuff for granted. I'm very appreciative, and I know a lot of people that are appreciative. And I don't like the way the origin has changed 17 different times throughout history. So it makes me feel like it's like a bunch of bullshit. And the fact that we just start valuing people in the 20th century is like, can we ever really matter? Probably not. So I'm gonna stick with what goes around comes around.
Excellent. Okay then, cool. So we here. 1 or 2. Fave, what you got for him?
Got to go with what goes around comes around. I love the origin off the irony, and I think it's a universal principle. Whether it's karma or whatever name it go by, I think it's a universal principle. And I like it better. Goddamn.
All right, like which one do I like? Yeah. All right.
I said it.
So we got a championship, man. We got a championship round. We got Don't Judge a Book by its cover. First, what goes around comes around. Number 13 beat number 1. I like it. Number 2, Don't Judge a Book by its cover made it. Before we get this matchup going, 20 thoughts.
No, man. Like I said, we had some really good phrases this season, bro. We had some really good phrases this season. The origins was great. The actual definitions was good too. Is what I don't think we had one. I think actually I think it was only one that we couldn't find a definition for.
Yes, it's the fake phrase. That's a solid phrase, but a fake phrase. How you do one thing is how you do everything has no definition. It's so new. It's like new yesterday. Yes, right? It sounds like it's so fraudulent. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll give it right back. Pause. Sorry to pause. Is that
it's all right.
The dude that said it had to put Zen Buddhist proverb next to his description of his book and selling his seminars so that people will believe it's old and ancient. It ain't. It's fake. Go ahead. My bad.
Now he made it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, no. He made it up.
Was it a white man?
He was white adjacent. Like he could be in the class.
White adjacent.
Yeah.
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 Sounds about white.
Exactly.
It sounds about white. Yes, you're right about that.
Yeah.
But no, like I was saying, man, we had some great ones this season. So like any of them, I feel like it was a couple of them that even got eliminated that could be in this position right now. But I'm still standing strong with the book by its cover just because of how popular it was. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of like the upsets. I like the upsets. You know me, man.
Yeah. No, dope. Yeah, I think I'm in agreement. Here's my take, which I'm glad I didn't have to. I chose not to be involved this year with the choice because the the origin of what goes around comes around is probably if you put it next to most of these origins, it's gonna win for me. I think that application to life, how you can laugh at that, but also be sad at that and be like, my nigga Paul. Like you could do so much with that. And it's still like the phrase is still strong behind it. Like if you said, I'm going to tell a story about what goes around comes around and you tell the origin, you can go home. You know what I'm saying? You good. So I love that. But take it for granted is so interesting to me. It's a phenomenon that like is as consistent as what goes around comes around, but the fact that it had to change so much because we won't stop doing it is interesting for me. So it would have been hard for me to choose. So I'm with what you're
definition. You're right, bro.
Yeah, just like pure definition.
Automatically taking things for granted.
You are included.
Taking breathing for granted.
Yeah, right now, like you really anything you do that is not ultimately for the health of your body is a step at taking it for granted because we don't even realize like one of your things stop working. You shit like you go down bad. You go down bad real bad. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. All right, y'all, let's get into this championship, man. Let's get into it.
Well, Roger Goodell, you did it.
Well, Roger Goodell got him in. All right, let's get to it. We lost Myron. He might just be too sleepy. So we'll start reverse and go back. But let's go meaning for meaning real quick. Do you need me to repeat the meanings of Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover? And yeah, so Fave, meaning for meaning with this one.
So where we going? Don't judge a book by its cover and what goes around?
Yeah.
Meaning for meaning. Let's go with Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover. I think I like that one. Matter of fact, I don't know. They might be even playing field, but I'm trying to go by which one that I use more frequently. Maybe not even that one. Don't judge a book. Final answer.
I get it. I think I get it. I'm gonna wait, but I think I get it.
I don't know what kind of logic I got behind it, but I like that one better.
Yeah. Charsha.
They're both morally correct, so to speak. But for me, again, I'm gonna stick with what goes around comes around. I get the whole don't judge the book by its cover thing, and that's great, whatever, right? But I'm into people getting what they're due, whether it's good or bad. So what goes around comes around. Final answer, sticking to it.
Word, I like that. D. Lee.
Standing on business.
Big.
Yeah, man. Don't judge a book by its cover for me.
Yeah, it's a better meaning. 20, where you at? What's your thoughts on that?
Listen, with these two up against each other, you know me, Mario. It's like we had this discussion when we first talked about the phrase by itself, not in the tournament, but it's like, but that's how you judge a book. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
feel. Like you can't read it.
Like I can't sit here in the store and read it, and then if I do that, I'm not going to buy it because I already read the book. So it's like one of those situations where genuinely you judging the book by its cover. So it's telling me not to do it. My nigga don't tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What goes around comes around, though. It's one of those things where if you do believe in karma, or you do believe in just putting natural energy in the world, then there's no way you don't believe that you're going to get it back.
Right.
There's no way you don't believe that. So if when it comes to both of them against each other, even though I said, don't judge a book by its cover, it's definitely the strongest one we have in this race. I really feel like personally, I'll go with what goes around comes around.
Excellent. Okay.
Let me ask you a question though, Doug.
Please.
If you don't believe in karma, does it still apply?
What is that? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where I can't give you that question because I believe in it. And that's how I'm gonna bow out of that. I got
get my ass out of there.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you don't believe in karma, if you don't believe in karma, then it's like just there are evidence of things coming to bad people. Like if you're just making bad choices, that's like there's no possible way that you're not going to have bad outcomes. You get what I mean? You can't, make good out of bad. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Like that's like saying what we just talked about. Well, I almost timestamped it. But there's a saying that we should talk about, Mario. It's called "A clock is right 2 times a day."
Well, I think we will, man. I think we will.
That's our shit, right? That's what we live on our show.
Something's telling me we're gonna do it, Doug. Something's
telling me you're gonna put that in the repertoire. But you get what I mean? Like, yeah, I get that. I get that, bro. I get that. But it's like, no, G. If you have 5 friends and you fuck over all 5 friends, you're not gonna gain 5 more friends over those 5 friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just not what it is. I don't think so.
Gotcha. Does that answer you, D. Lee?
Agree to disagree.
Okay, yeah, I feel you, man. D. Lee, you are a good person. Not to judge you by the cover. You are a good person. Only people that think like that are motherfuckers that's just always getting over on people. You get what I'm saying? Like you. I feel like this. If you really believe that, then you would be a fucking horrible person because you always like it's so much effort in choosing good over choosing bad. And when you choose good, that's you putting effort into it because you believe. Subconsciously, you believe that that's the type of way you should live your life.
Okay, dog.
So you can't sit up there and tell me that you don't agree with putting good in the world and getting good back, because if you're a good person, you're subconsciously living your life that way, regardless of saying, yeah, I'm going to be out here and be a dickhead and just get dickhead. I'm going to always win because I'm a dickhead type shit. Like, yeah, nigga.
That's real.
I agree to an extent. There is a nuanced rabbit hole that could be hopped in where what is good, what is bad. But my thing is, if I have seen a bad person win, then I gotta question it. That's all. Like, it's not even about me. It's not about the people that I've seen personally, like in my ecosystem. But if I've seen one bad person win, it's like, oh damn, that's all.
Oh, but I think if you add the word only, like if you only do good, then you only get good, or if you only do bad, you only get bad, then that's what you're saying. But if you're saying, if we're saying that, look, what goes around comes around. Like if you do something, it's going to inherently come back to you, regardless of if you start winning, because you can win in between it coming back to you. You can definitely win, but in the end, look at Sean Combs. What happened was that he was winning all in between his comeback around, and you see that come back around.
Damn, this is great. This is why I like what y'all are doing. That's true. Go ahead, Tasha.
It kind of put me in that mindset of like the goes around comes out. That phrase, "Good guys finish last." Like, I'm such a great person. Why doesn't great things come to me?
We took that. We not to the good guys finish last, and Happy Wife, Happy Life is maybe some season 7 when we really winning and we can.
Yeah, that's what we make.
That's what we gonna do those. But no, I feel you, Charsha. I feel you.
But with that, it's just kind of like you may not get the girl, but you won in other ways in life. So it's just kind of like it's those other little things. So you might not get that exact win, but you have other wins. So you
that's
gonna get something back, whether good or bad. It's coming back. And to D. Lee's point, he was like, "I've seen good people win." You think people that's winning gonna show you their losses though? They're gonna show you the highlight reel. They're not gonna show you the bad shit that came with it. Because if you're a slime ass person and you did all this grimy stuff to win, when you do take those losses, you gonna sweep that under the rug. You don't want nobody to see that because you want them to see that you just bulldozing ass, getting over as person. I'm gonna do what I want to do to step on people to get there. But you don't see them at when they're down low or they're losing. So how do you really know that they're not losing, so to speak, or they're not getting that back? So just want to say that.
Real. I think the winning is interesting too. From my perspective, I'd be like, when I be thinking of winning, I be thinking like at life. And our metric of winning at life is like accumulation and invisibility and shit like that. So it will be kind of hard. Like you gotta, in I don't know if this is in D. Lee's, in support of D. Lee or opposition, but in relation to it is like, you do want to see a nigga that's like really putting out bad, like get the same size. Same size bad. I think that's also like, yeah, like if a nigga whose win is so big that his loss is only a chink, that I think is maybe what undermines the phrase. Like that made me like think that that's not what that's what comes back around. That's what comes back around. A little flick. Well, shit, boy. I'll itch my mosquito bite after I kill the mosquito. I'll just itch my mosquito bite if that's what it is. So I don't know. It's hard, and that's why you gotta choose. Myron, are you gonna say anything?
Yeah, man. I just want to say,
Wait, do y'all see him?
No.
Oh, Myron, you got to go out and come in because I see him on the other thing. He can see me. Myron, leave it. You ain't on the screen, bro. So leave the call and come back.
Yeah, man. I just want to say real.
Hey, boy, number you petty.
Oh, this is a long war.
Yeah, it's been going. All right, man. We're not gonna get his take on the meaning for meaning because we want to keep it going, but we'll get him for origin. Where y'all at with that, man? Origin for origin verse with these.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, Myron. Real quick, Myron, what's your origin for origin? What you think?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sticking with take it for granted.
Yeah.
But y'all made a lot of good points about the what goes around come around. My thing is though with that, and I'm not gonna I'm trying not to talk too long, but I just don't think that people doing bad and getting punished for doing bad is the same as you putting out bad energy and bad energy coming back to you. Now, also, I don't think people having bad things happen to them or having good things happen to them is necessarily karma because I feel like that's just life. Bad shit is going to happen. Good shit is going to happen. Are we going to attribute all that to, oh, well, I did some bad in my life, so now bad is coming back to me?
Oh, so now you get it. Hold on. I'm interrupting. No, I'm interrupting as, hey, no, because you've argued my blessing in disguise every chance you get, and now you understand all of a sudden why you're not going to connect one thing to another thing. Now you get it. Now you get not connected.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
One thing to the other thing. Run the reel back, y'all. Run the reel back. He hates that I hate blessing in disguise. He hates it. All right, I love you.
That's true. That's true. But yeah. But yeah. I mean, like, I guess it depends on what you believe in or how strongly you believe in it. So I don't think there's no wrong or right as far as how you feel about it. But since taking for granted is easier for me, taking for granted is where I'm going with it.
Word. All right, here we go. Let's choose champs. Let's get it. Let's choose champs. 20. We got 5 of us. We're all going. I'm taking. You start us off.
Ooh.
Let's go. You ready?
Yo, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna give it to the underdog, man. What goes around comes around.
Shout out to the network.
I'm gonna give it to the underdog. What goes around comes around, man. It just hits on all cylinders for me. The origin is crazy. I feel that, man. I feel that more than those Dutch book by its cover. Just because, like we said, if you put in don't, maybe if you shouldn't, then it'll be perfect. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. It would be the perfect thing. But since it's telling you not to, it's like it's hard not to. I think it's hard not to judge a book by its cover than it is to think that what goes around is not going to come back around. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with what goes around comes around.
That was hard. I love it. I'm gonna
have to write that down.
I'm gonna have to write that down, man. That was good. I gotta write that down, man. It's a good movie. Y'all ever seen that movie? You're not? It's based in Memphis. No. I don't know. Fave, here we go.
I am going to go with what goes around comes around. It flows well out your mouth. The origin was cool as hell. And it's, like I said, it's a universal principle. I'm gonna rock with that one for sure.
Beautiful. Hey, okay. Myron, I'm gonna give you a chance to talk last again because you actually gave us a good soliloquy. D. Lee, let's get it.
I will admit, objectively, 20, you made a good point about don't judge a book by its cover. Words mean things, and shouldn't is the superior than don't. It does add another syllable to that, which it don't hit the same.
No, it don't.
Niggas also like telling niggas what to do, so I get it too. You know what I mean? So what we have here, 2 imperfect phrases. I've already expressed my disdain for one of them. Don't judge a book by its cover. There is a little chink in the armor, but I still gotta go with it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like what goes around comes around. If that phrase got 1 million haters, I'm one of them. If that phrase got 1,000 haters, I'm one of them. If it got no haters, I have left this earth because I just can't can't
William
get past it.
Have you proved William has it right today?
Yeah, he definitely has. He's definitely William is laying in his coffin like this.
Nods his head on the hour. On the
handshake
hour.
emoji. Handshake emoji to my nigga Hazlitt. But like that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. I'm standing on it.
Word. Okay. Charsha, where you at?
I'm sticking with what goes around comes around. Just this year alone, we've seen what goes around has come around in entertainment and other things in life. Cat Williams did not sit allow on that man's couch when he did that podcast. So I think this is perfect for that moment. With the whole don't judge the book by its cover, I can only see what you show me. I don't have time to pick through your representative or whatever you're sending me, right? So not saying that anybody's wrong for choosing that over the other. Just for me, I'm a big fan of, what you get is what you get is what you get. So it goes around, comes around. Stand on business.
Standing on business. All right, Myron. Let's go. Where you at?
So to something Charsha just said, I think she said you can only see what I show you. Unfortunately, sometimes I don't have the opportunity to show you a lot, which is why I feel like you should not judge a book by its cover, right? Life is about perspective. People come from different backgrounds. People have different things that make them who they are, and sometimes it's not loud, sometimes it's not boisterous. So I feel like we should reserve judgment or deciding on who we should deal with and how we should deal with those people. And so that's why I'm sticking with don't judge the book by its cover.
Wow. That was good. Y'all are being mad thoughtful, and I rock with it. So right now it's 3-2. I could do a thing. Right now and fuck it up. But I'm not. We have a winner, y'all. We have a winner. What goes around comes around. Number 13, season 3. Go first, champ. Good job, man. You good company. Good company. I'm trying to tell you, none of the number ones have won so far. The highest one is Ignorance is Bliss. I think that was 2?
Yeah.
And it's just too damn good.
Too damn good, man. That shit's just too damn good.
That shit just too damn good. But I appreciate y'all, man. Let's go around and just give us some last words. I rock with y'all heavy. Thank you for making this first episode amazing. It did what I thought it was going to do. So I appreciate y'all. But talk about yourselves for a minute. Talk about yourselves. Myron, I know you got to get going. So I know you're hanging on tight. Which is the last words, brother. What you got for us?
Hey man, it's always good times coming together and doing these, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I love hearing y'all perspectives and love, the jokes. 20, you keep me laughing. I love the haircut, by the way, but that's the last compliment you get. But
appreciate it.
But yeah, man, it was fun. But yeah, I'm a little sleepy. It's about to be 4 o'clock in the morning here.
Hey, go ahead and hit that button, bro. Go ahead and hit that button. The editing don't matter. This is real life. I appreciate you, big dog.
Tired ass nigga.
Look. When he said nice haircut to you, that was, again, Kendrick is not paying us. That was him saying, I like to drink with the melodies. It's just that one bar. I like to drink with the melodies.
You make music to pacify you.
There we go. Charsha, last words, final words.
Thank you for having me. This
of course,
was fun.
thank you.
I know you're gonna work us again for season 2 on our show, so hopefully y'all tune in.
What's that show again?
I want to do this again. This has been great. Y'all have great.
What's y'all show again? What's y'all show?
Country shit on the ATP network.
Yeah,
I'm a listen. I said I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, please listen. It's a gang of fun. And
For sure.
whenever our great producer don't work us to death, we have more fun.
Good product, y'all. Thank you, Charles. I fuck with you. D. Lee, man.
Yeah, again, I'm honored to be a part of this. Appreciate you for including me. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is DLeeSaid. I don't want to put my stuff out there because I don't want to create a pressure to rush the process. But you may see me in the background or the foreground of what ATP has going on. You know what I mean? And so if you follow me on Twitter or if you follow ATP, you'll see me somewhere on the internet. You feel me? So yeah, appreciate you guys. For those of you who I haven't done a pod with, I had a lot of fun being on an episode with you guys, and congrats on the win, I guess.
Congrats on the win, I guess.
I'll fuck with you. No, but I had a lot of fun though, for real.
Word. Fave, talk to him. What you got for us?
I definitely appreciate the invitation. Always a good time when we link up, no matter who's on the show. I do want to plug that journal one more again because my little baby sister, even though she a grown woman, she gonna always be my baby sister. She married with kids and she's a licensed therapist and she did her good work on that journal. So y'all gonna cop that.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Fave, as always. What you got, brother?
Nah, man. Once again, bro, we about to get it started. Super excited, man. This is our trampoline season, so next year is gonna be even better. Y'all check us out, man. We got a lot of things coming, man. Go get the journal, go get the merch. We hitting all corners, man. We trying to expand this year, so we hitting all corners this year.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Let me do the thing I have to do. We are on the Underdog Podcast Network. Thanks to them. You can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube for the visuals. Go to ATP or Appraise the Phrase YouTube for our digital partners. Go to appraisethephrase.com to learn more about us. Stay on top of the current episodes. appraisethephrase.com/shop for merch and appraisethephrase.com/raise the bar for our youth literacy initiative. Rock with us, man. Season 4 is now live. I hope y'all like the promo. Go run that up too. I meant everything I said. 20 meant everything he said. And we coming for it. We appreciate you. Last thing, always remember that value is in the eye of the appraiser. We'll check y'all next week.